Welcome back, everybody. You're looking at my new EDC. No surprise, if you're following me on this channel, you probably already knew it was going to be some sort of a Glock platform, and that is correct. It is a Glock 17 Gen 5. I've owned a Gen 3 Glock 17, carried it for a few years. I love the Gen 5 platform, I like the trigger. So when I realized that I wanted to try the RMR for a year, see if I liked it, I saw how awesome the RMR looked on a Glock 17 and knew that that's what I wanted. So this is it. Got the RMR Type 2, I believe it is, with the rocking the irons forward. I've got the Ameriglow GL429 rear, and I ran a Ameriglow. I'm not sure which one this is. Actually, I can tell you what it is. It is the Ameriglow H3s, I believe. And I got this off the Shadow Systems DR920. When I put the SRO on it, I had to put suppressor heights on there because the rear wasn't tall enough, and then I couldn't see the front. So switched out the suppressors on that one and put that front sight on this one. So as you can see, I'm able to co-witness with that bright front. All right, so just an awesome gun. I haven't shot it yet. I'm going today to go shoot. I'll leave some footage in the video. Yeah, this is my new EDC for the next year. I already have my EDC for next year on layaway. If you're guessing it's a Glock platform, you'd be right. I am just excited to run this. I'm gonna go zero it today. And I can tell from dry fire, and I don't like the window size because I've been running a SRO on my DR920. And so, you know, we'll see when we shoot it, but I'm running it whether I like it or not. I'm running it for a year. I could have put this RMR on the DR920, but I want to have that DR920 in case I want to run a class or something like that. If I decide to compete this year, I'll have that as an option. And so I didn't touch any of the other guns. I just bought this Gen 5 Glock 17 with a blue label coupon. I'm a member of the Glock Sport Shooting Foundation, and so I get a coupon every year. And I sent it off to my buddy at Mac Defense Industries. We got this Cerakote gray, or Cerakoted sniper gray, excuse me. I mean, it just looks great. He did a double undercut with the stippling right here. Put some Talon granulate grips on it, and we're ready to run it. So, and then of course TLR1. I've already got the holsters. I've already got plenty of Gen 5 parts for Glocks. And those of you that run Glock already know it's easy to find the parts now. There was a time during COVID when it wasn't, but you can find the parts no problem. It's easy to accessorize. I've got holsters that are already made for. I've got the Malice Soul, Tentacore Malice Soul holster that's made for this TLR1, so I can run the Glock 17, Glock 19, DR920, the MR920, as long as I'm using this TLR1. So yeah, I mean, I just love the simplicity of that Glock platform. I love the reliability, sure, but the simplicity of it, you know, any gun that is not reliable is just not an option, right? So I think that we take for granted the fact that most modern guns are reliable, whether you're talking about Glock or Smith & Wesson. Walther makes a reliable platform. Some people would say SIGs are reliable. So, you know, modern handguns are reliable. All right. So when you're talking about reliability, yes, you're getting that with Glock as long as you're keeping it stocked. So I don't even, you know, they're reliable. I have other handguns, my Shadow Systems, for example, that are reliable. All right. But the simplicity of the Glock and the ability to get OEM parts and just take it apart and throw the parts in and put it back together. If you don't shoot Glock, all right, that's why everybody loves Glock. They love them. Sure, they're reliable. They kind of set the standard for reliability. But with so many other reliable options, that's not necessarily what people love about Glock. What people like about Glock is the simplicity, the ease of use, the fact that if I need to switch out a recoil spring, or if I need to switch out my guide rod, or if I need to switch out maybe the striker breaks, and I can just in a matter of minutes take this slide apart, pop the back plate off, switch out the striker, reassemble the striker assembly, throw it back in there, put the back plate on, throw it back on the frame, and I'm ready to shoot my gun. I mean, it's just so simple. The working on and maintaining and cleaning these guns is why I love them, and why in 2023, when you have so many other options, why these are still very popular, right? They shoot great, shoot flat, they're easy to work on. Tons of people do it, but the simplicity of the platform is why most people, myself included, like a Glock. All right, so this is going to be my EDC for 2023. Thank you guys for joining me. Catch you on the next one.